Welcome to the Scorefeeder Soccer tutorial, where I'm going to show you how to utilize the Scorefeeder Soccer application. The first thing we need to do is click on the login button, enter our email and password. Realize that unless you are a Scorefeeder account holder, a coach, or an authorized user, you will not be able to submit scores through Scorefeeder. So we need to log in, put in our password. Scorefeeder is going to show me my name, my team. I am Dave Test from Sample High School. I'm going to choose my team, which is men's soccer. I'm in Ohio. I'm going to start typing the name of the team I'm going to play. My opponent, it could be Stowe, and Scorefeeder will guess Stowe, or if it is Hudson, Scorefeeder will guess that one. But I'm going to play my pretend school called Opponent High School. Scorefeeder guesses it. I say yes. It asks me for the date and time of the game. I say create this game and begin recording stats. The first thing that Scorefeeder does is it confirms the date and the time, whether I'm the home team, whether this is a tournament or not. I will enter in my team's record. My team is 9-1 and record is 5-1. My opponent's record is 5-5, and their conference record is 3-2. We then tab down to the particular halftime scores. Sample High School scored 2 goals in the first and 1 goal in the half for a final of 3. We had 7 corner kicks, 8 shots on goal, and 5 saves. My opponent had 1 goal in the first half, did not have a goal in the second half, had 4 corner kicks, 5 shots on goal, and 8 saves. Now we move forward to create the goals. We just simply click on the Add Sample Goal. My high school name's Sample and the goal. And my goals were scored by David Beckham, had the first goal. My second goal was scored by John Johnson. And my third goal was scored by Kevin Rooney. I then add the assists. David Beckham's goal was assisted by John Johnson. John Johnson's goal was assisted by Tom Jones. Hit save. And Kevin Rooney has a goal that was assisted by a player that does not exist on this. And he was number 13, and his name was Jim Smith. So we can just add him right on the fly. So we add Jim Smith, and now he is the assisting person to Kevin Rooney. The times of the goals, we can add those. The first goal was scored at 5 minutes. The next one was scored at 13 minutes, and the final goal was scored at 52 minutes. And there you have it. If we needed to reorder the goals based upon time, we could click on this refresh or sort button. My opponent, I then need to enter his team's score, and that goal scorer there was Herb Haller, and his assist was by a little guy named Mike Tyson. And we will give them a scoring time of 20 minutes into the first half. So there are the goals. Goals are now in. Next, pick our goalkeeper. The goalkeeper for the sample school is Terry Tate. Terry had 5 saves. The goalkeeper for opponent high school is Kevin Parks. He had 8 saves. See how easy that is? Now we have all of our data for our game entered very quickly. There's also room for a game narrative, and that game narrative could say something like, this is a test game. Kevin Rooney scored his 100th goal in the win for Sample, and then that would be sent out with any of the data that goes out. Scorefeeder asks us for our JV score. and the JV score is was 2-1. And the next thing we do is review our scores, and then click the Continue to Broadcast Scores button. The next screen we come to is the Select Media screen, and you'll notice that there are several media boxes and other selectors that are available. The first is Standard Media. This is media that are going to be sent to whether you select them or not. So if you see your favorite media up there, then you don't need to reselect them. The next box is Verified Media, which gives you a list of boxes that you can check. I'm going to select the Akron Beacon Journal, the Cleveland Plain Dealer, and Max Preps, a national group, and those will automatically be included. We can also include any other media that's not listed. So if you have a town news and it's town@townnews.com, I can add any email of any media that I want to add to the list, and Scorefeeder will take care of that. Then finally, we have Friends and Family, where we can add any of our family members who are interested in our program, your brother, your sister, your parents. So if we had Mary Smith and she wanted to see the results of our games instantaneously, we can include Mary@gmail.com and just add her. Click the Add button. The final box is the opposing school. If you have an opponent at the other school and you'd like them to understand how Scorefeeder works, you can just fill in the information right there. Next, we preview the broadcast. We click on this button, and it takes us over to the preview broadcast screen. On this screen, we can click Choose Template. And this is the format that would be used in sending out the email. You can see that the school's sample 3-1, the halftime score, the who scored the goals, the assists, the corner kick counts, the records are included. You can see exactly how it's going to go out. We even include the rosters of both teams for the media, and that saves them some time. We include the reporting coach's cell phone and email address, so if the media has any questions, they can contact you directly. We don't include this information for anybody but the media contacts. And then the next thing we do is we click Send Broadcast. When we're ready to send broadcast, we click Send. We click Send, and Scorefeeder starts to send the game. You'll be able to watch through this dialog box as each and every one of the recipients are listed. You can see there's the various media that we already selected. The orange bar goes all the way across, little by little, and that tells you the progress. When that bar goes all the way to the right side, you will see a green dialog box that will say submission is complete. You'll also get an email directly back to your email address that explains where all the data went at the beginning. So thanks for using Scorefeeder. Thanks for sitting through this tutorial. We hope it helped you. You're going to find this a very useful utility with lots of flexibility, and we hope you enjoy using it. Thanks.